Could Samsung be preparing one of its sleekest mid-range phones yet? According to a new report, the upcoming Galaxy S25 Fan Edition could debut with a much slimmer design than before, measuring just 7.4mm thick compared to the 8.0mm of its predecessor, the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition. That may sound like a small difference, but in everyday use, it could make the phone feel noticeably lighter and more refined. This change is reportedly possible because Samsung might switch from a traditional rigid organic light emitting diode panel to a flexible organic light emitting diode panel, not to be confused with foldable screens. Flexible organic light emitting diode panels use thinner materials like plastic or foil instead of glass, allowing manufacturers to shave down the overall thickness of the device. While this may seem like a minor shift, it signals that Samsung is taking the Fan Edition line more seriously by bringing it closer in design to its premium Galaxy S lineup. On top of the thinner frame, the Galaxy S25 Fan Edition is also expected to come with slimmer bezels around its 6.7-inch display, enhancing the viewing experience and giving it a more premium look and feel. These design upgrades are only part of the story. Under the hood, the S25 Fan Edition could be powered by the Exynos 2400 chipset, the same processor found in the Galaxy S24 series, giving it the potential to handle gaming, multitasking, and everyday apps with ease, rumors also suggest. The phone will launch with Android 16 and Samsung's One UI 8 interface, offering the latest software experience straight out of the box. And thankfully, despite the slimmer profile, the phone is expected to retain a 4,700 mAh battery, along with 45-watt fast charging support, which means Samsung isn't sacrificing battery life just to make the phone look better. That's good news for users who need a phone that looks sharp but still lasts all day. What's clear is that Samsung is trying to position the S25 Fan Edition as a standout option in the mid-range space, competing directly with phones like the Pixel 10, OnePlus 13, and iPhone 16. Fan Edition phones have always aimed to deliver a near-flagship experience for less money, and with this rumored redesign, the S25 Fan Edition may just hit that sweet spot better than ever before. While the phone hasn't been officially confirmed by Samsung yet, its predecessor launched last September, so there's a good chance we'll see the S25 Fan Edition hit the market around the same time this year. If all these leaks prove true, Samsung could be giving fans exactly what they've asked for: a phone that feels premium, performs well, looks great, and stays affordable. The focus on a thinner, more polished design without compromising on battery life or power could make this one of the most appealing smartphones in its price range. So the big question is, will this sleeker design and upgraded display tech be enough to sway buyers who are tired of bulky phones? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more clean and simple tech news, just the way you like it.
Can you imagine using a phone that folds not just once, but twice? That might sound like something out of a sci-fi movie, but Samsung is getting ready to make it real. The company is reportedly working on a tri-foldable smartphone, and it could be released before the end of this year. Sounds exciting, right? But before you start saving up, some early leaks suggest it might not check all the boxes people are hoping for. Let's begin with the charging speed. According to a well-known insider, this upcoming phone will only support 25-watt charging. While that might sound fine at first, it's actually pretty slow compared to what other top phones are offering these days. In real-life use, it could feel even slower. Just take a look at what brands like Xiaomi are doing. The Xiaomi 15 Ultra supports 90-watt wired charging, 80-watt wireless charging, and even 10-watt reverse charging. That's more than triple the speed Samsung is expected to offer on this new foldable. Other phone makers are also moving forward with huge batteries. Some are preparing to launch models with 8,000 mAh capacity. Meanwhile, Samsung seems to be playing it safe, and that's exactly what many users find frustrating. Every year, people ask why Samsung doesn't push faster charging or new battery tech, but there's a reason they're being careful. If you remember the Galaxy Note 7, you'll understand. That phone had major battery problems, and Samsung had to recall it completely. Since then, they've been extra cautious with anything related to battery safety. They test everything more than most brands, which means they're slower to adopt faster charging, just to avoid any risks. It might not sound exciting, but it's part of their plan to avoid another major issue. Now about the camera. One thing we've heard is that Samsung might not use under-display cameras on this tri-foldable phone. These types of cameras are hidden under the screen, which looks great, but they usually don't take very good photos. Samsung seems to be leaning toward using the usual punch-hole design instead. However, nothing is final yet. They could still change their mind. It really depends on whether users care more about a clean-looking screen or better photo quality. But the biggest thing people talk about when it comes to foldable phones is the crease. With 2 folds, this new phone will likely have 2 visible creases. Reports say they'll be about the same as what we've seen on the Galaxy Z Fold 6. That means they won't be invisible, but they won't ruin the experience either. What's interesting is that Samsung's next foldable, the Z Fold 7, is expected to come with a much less visible crease. That could help convince people who haven't tried foldables yet. While all this is happening, Apple hasn't launched a foldable phone at all, but they are working on one behind the scenes. Word is, Apple doesn't want to release theirs until they've solved the crease problem completely. Some rumors say we might see a foldable iPhone in 2027, possibly to match the 20th anniversary of the first iPhone. That slower, more patient strategy might actually work well, especially since foldables still aren't as popular as expected. As for Samsung's tri-foldable, it won't be available everywhere. It'll probably launch first in South Korea and then roll out to just a few big markets. With a price of over $2,000, it's clear this phone isn't made for everyone. It's more like a test run for a new concept, and it'll take a few more years before this kind of phone becomes normal for most users. So what do you think? Would you buy a phone that folds in 3 places? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more tech updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Thickness. If accurate, the Air model could be nearly half as thick as the Pro version, making it one of the thinnest smartphones ever produced. While this new iPhone might be incredibly slim, it could also come with a larger display. Some leaks suggest that the iPhone 17 Air might feature a screen size of around 6.6 or 6.7 inches, making it larger than the base iPhone 17. This means that despite its thin profile, it wouldn't necessarily be a compact device. Apple may also be making some significant design changes. Several leaked CAD images suggest that the iPhone 17 Air could introduce a horizontal camera bar at the top, similar to what we see on Google's Pixel phones. If this rumor is accurate, the camera bump might add about 4 millimeters of extra thickness, slightly affecting the ultra-thin frame. One of the biggest concerns with ultra-thin phones is battery life. A slimmer design usually means a smaller battery, which can lead to reduced usage time. However, reports suggest that Apple may be working on new high-density energy cells for the iPhone 17 Air. If this technology works as expected, Apple could maintain strong battery performance while keeping the device's form factor as thin as possible. This could help the iPhone 17 Air stand out as not just a stylish device, but also a practical one. Apple is the only company reportedly developing an ultra-thin smartphone. Samsung is rumored to be working on the Galaxy